Isn't August the best month of the year? Well, maybe I'm saying that because my birthday is in August and I was on vacation, but maybe also because Google has released some really great updates. Stay tuned and find out. Improved table placements in Google Docs. If you move your mouse over the upper left corner of a table, you can now drag and drop it in your document. In addition, you can use the table properties to define more precisely how the table behaves in the document. For example, whether it can flow around the text or whether it should always start on a new line. Google has also improved the import and export of Microsoft Word documents with tables. Links to headings in Google Docs. You can now copy links to headings in Google Docs. To do this, simply right-click on a text defined as a heading and then click Copy Heading Link. This link will then take you directly to that location in the document. This is especially handy for very long documents when you want to share a specific part of the document with others. Bulk conversion to placed chips in Google Sheets. You can add places as smart chips in Google Sheets, so you can directly see a Google Maps preview in your sheet. Now you can convert multiple places at once into these smart placed chips. This is useful, for example, when you create customer lists, event schedules, supplier lists or travel routes. People chips in Google Sheets now also on mobile devices. Another form of smart chips are the people chips, which display further information and contact options for people. You can now view this information also directly in Sheets on iOS and Android devices. Faster creation of dropdown chips in Google Sheets. When you select a range of multiple cells and then insert a dropdown chip, your selected cells now automatically become part of your dropdown. You can still make adjustments at any time in the sidebar. Note on inserting smart chips. By the way, you can easily insert all these smart chips by typing the @ sign. To remind you of this, a hint will soon appear in the first cell of a new sheet. Add annotations to your presentations in Google Slides. During presentations or workshops, it can be helpful to re-emphasize important points in the presentation, to show connections or to add an explanation. Until now, there was only a laser pointer function. Now you can use the new pen tool to make your presentation even more interactive. New domain template in Google Slides. There's now an option to store a company template directly in Google Slides, with different slides, layouts, images, colors and fonts customized to the company, that can then be used by all users. However, the domain template must be set up once by an admin. New domain theme in Google Forms. Similar to Google Slides, there's now also the possibility for Google Forms to store a theme with the company font, the company colors and a matching header image that users can then simply select. Again, this must be first created by an admin. Insert emojis into Google Sites. You can now insert emojis into text fields and headings in Google Sites. This way you can now add more expression to your content. Edit alt text in the image options of Google Docs, Sheets, Slides and Drawings. Alt texts, meaning alternative texts, are important for people who cannot see anything and depend on so-called screen readers. They can be added to images and describe the images in words. The screen reader then reads out this text in the place of the image. Until now, the text could only be added by right-clicking on the image. Now you can also add it in the detailed image options in the sidebar. New look for Google Docs, Sheets and Slides on Android. Google is revamping the design of the Docs, Sheets and Slides Android apps, bringing it more in line with the look of the web tools, which was updated some time ago. Drag and drop between Drive instances on Android. Some time ago, Google made it possible for you to open the Google Drive app twice and then drag and drop files or folders. Now, not only this is possible with one user, but you can open Drive with two different users and drag and drop files between these two different Drive instances as well. Rich text formatting in Google Keep on Android. You can now properly format the text in your notes in Google Keep on Android. For example, mark bold, underline or use heading styles. However, it may still take a while until the new button shows up for you. Google Keep integration with Google Assistant. If you use Google Assistant with the same device on which you are logged into your Google Workspace account, you can now set Keep as the default when you ask the assistant to create new notes or list, for example. Translation in Gmail for mobile devices. It's been possible in the web version of Gmail for a long time, but now you can also have emails translated into over 100 different languages in the Gmail mobile app. Q&A moderation now available for Google Meet. Meeting hosts can now enable Q&A moderation. This allows you to review and then approve questions entered by participants before they become visible to all other participants. Gallery view for Zoom calls on Google Meet hardware. It is possible to participate in Zoom calls via the Google Meet hardware. Previously, the speaker view from Zoom was displayed here as the default. Google is now switching to the gallery view, as this makes better use of the screen size and thus more participants are visible at the same time. Replying in announcement spaces in Google Chat. In Google Chat, spaces can also be defined as announcement spaces, which means that only space admins can post messages there, sort of like a news ticker. What's new is that you can now allow normal members of the space to reply in line to these messages, so it will be possible to discuss a published message. See message view counts in Google Chat Spaces. Read receipts have been around for a long time in one-on-one chats and in group chats for a few weeks now. And now Spaces are getting a similar feature. When you hover over a message, you can now see how many people have seen your message via the 3-dot menu. Tip of the month. Do you also have this problem? You want to focus on one or more tasks, but you keep getting chatted up or invited into meetings that keep distracting you and you just can't seem to get ahead. Then you should set focus times in Google Calendar. To create a focus time, click on the desired location in your Google Calendar and select focus time in the window that pops up. The calendar slot is then displayed in your calendar with a headphone. Furthermore, you now have the option similar to the out of office times to automatically reject meetings that fall on this time slot with a reason. In addition, your colleagues will now see in your Google Chat if you currently have any active focus time. In the Time Insights, you can even see how much time you use for different meetings or focus time per week. I hope this tip helps you to work more focused in the future.